Meowdy do. Um, I don't know if I'm restarting this series for a second time or if I'm just gonna continue. Um, Sorry, I have a tickle in the back of my throat, so I might be coughing a lot in this video. But basically, I've got my voice and the desktop audio, basically all the audio at a level I liked. And then I recorded however many episodes, and when I went back and watched, I realized that I could barely ever hear the desktop audio. And I thought it was weird, and then I go to a different spot, and the, the background audio was really loud. Turns out every time I would talk, it would lower the desktop volume for while I'm talking and for like 5 seconds afterwards. So I haven't completely fixed it. I don't know exactly what's going wrong, but I seem to have it better. So, see, I got 2 hours of gameplay, and I'm just gonna delete that. And I just realized it deletes my custom character. Fuck. Because I'm brilliant. But I'll let it play the cutscenes and whatnot. Well, once it loads. I know I'd have to create a new character anyway. So I'll shut up now.
Sisters and brothers of the Fifth Fleet, it's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the New World. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
Yo, did you hear? We're almost there. You ready to grab this new world by the horns? Don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way! So are we! Hey, tell us your name.
Damn, mail. Let's go with this. It's not the same as I picked last time, but I guess, I don't know. Not what I meant to do. Hairstyle, that's what I'm wanting. Change my hairstyle. I forget what I did last time. You know what, let's rock this. Change color. I had gone purple. Saturated it a bit. Brought it brightness up a bit. Save that color. Confirm. Then I went to eyebrows. Change the brow first. I think I did that one. I went like that. Then I changed the brightness down a little and the saturation down. Or did I do up? Oops. Let's do full saturation. Full brightness. No. We'll do it there and save that color. So now is that the one I have? I think so. So we'll just confirm. Eyes, I don't think I changed. Excuse me. No. Change both. I had gone to this green, saturated all the way, and brought the brightness down. Actually, I think I brought the brightness up or something, but this time I'm doing it this way. Nose, mouth, no, not the mouth, the facial hair. And I want the beard to be the same color. Although that could do brightness down a bit. Yeah, about there's good. You know what? Let me save that color. Oop, nope, nope, nope. Makeup 1. Oh. The symbol is like, you can't put makeup. What? Oh. It's not the makeup I want. It is... I had that scarf. And I'll just leave it that color. Makeup 2. Go full face. No. Do I want over the eye? Or do I want across the nose? I can't see that. Oh, because it's a different color. Well, I can barely see the one over the nose. So let's go with over the eye. Expression, I think, no. What's this one? Clothing, I was fine with that. Voice, I don't really care. Default armor, I did chainmail. I keep pressing B. Here's where he looks like in the room, out in the sun, and at night. And there is an option to remove the helmet. Aw. Come on, you're supposed to work. There we go. Name him Boop. Presets, I had gone this white one. White one. Confirm. Pattern. I think I left it like that. Pattern 3 I changed to my palette. Okay, that's a little too dark on him. There we go. I like that. Make it look like he's been eating something. Someone. Eyes. Change both. Nope. Can't really see that. Make them green like mine. Saturation. Brightness. Confirm that. I don't get more options. Alright. Confirm that. Do I like that brown? No. Or light brown. You know what, let's do this. And let's darken it a little. Not too much. There we go. That looks good to me. Clothing, yeah, whatever. The voice I think was type 3. Yeah. Okay. Then I'll finish. Enter your Palico's name. Use the same name as I did last time. Name it Kitty. So Kitty and Boop.
So, how about a toast?
To the A-list! And the commission!
Cheers!
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason. After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the guild's itching for an answer. They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Whoa! Hello? Anybody there? Oh, hey, it's you! Look what happened to the ship! Do something! It's not safe here! This way! We need to get out of here. I've got an idea. This way. Whoa. Watch yourself.
Alright. Yeah, in that scene she said meowdy dude. That's why I started saying meowdy doo. Because I like it. Of course, sounds stupid when I say it, but I dodged that wrong.
Oh, wow, wyverns. Ugh. My first encounter would be filled with so much pecking. Shoo! Shoo! No, the ground's moving again. We're on! I knew it! Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing! found this in the tent. It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
That's convenient.
Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock. For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way. Look, the Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going. According to the map, to get to HQ, we need to...
We need to
I
go
had the
this way.
Scoutflies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the Scoutflies, and they'll lead you right to me.
And just push through these. Some wild jagresses see me and want me to hide because I have no weapon, which I'm supposed to be a hunter, and I haven't grabbed a weapon. You know, I have that slinger thing, but I have my hunting knife. I could kill him with that, but no, the game wants you to hide.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon. We need to hide. Come on, this way. Hurry!
And crouch.
Quietly. Okay,
Okay.
the coast is clear. Let's get going while we still can.
Oh, and I don't get an achievement for that. Or, you do get an achievement for that, but it doesn't pop up because I already earned it. Excuse me.
Nothing can stop us.
I can jump off. No fall damage. And the scout flies. Leading over to her. There's supposed to be a track around here. There it is.
What is this track? Look!
Oh yeah, I
There's
have
more
to
over there. Let's check it out.
get her to do that. And there's the great checkers.
Don't mind me. This way, hurry.
Okay, let's go.
Move.
Tells me to move and then it won't let me move. Can I still get the skid marks? Where were they? They should have been right around here.
Move.
Damn it. Oh well. I'm moving, I'm moving. I'm not the one being chased.
That is not good. What are you waiting for? Get over here.
Come on!
John! Hey,
You all right?
let's go.
Okay.
I don't think I needed to jump. I think I was pretty safe. I could have just continued walking. It's not like the tail was gonna hit me. It would have flown over my head. I might have instinctively had to duck, but not jump. But meh.
Wow.
Amazing, ain't it? Just look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build a stair right here.
Stara. I like it.
The rest of the Fifth are already here. You're the last to arrive. Okay, set him down here. Take it
I'll
nice
need to
and
tape
low.
up your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, we need a hand. Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later. This here's our trade yard. I guess the name says it all.
Look at all the people. The stuff.
Incredible, right? We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring, scholars to do the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the Commission. Wait here a sec. Commander, I found him.
Welcome to Astera.
Oh, he's not gonna read it. Neither am I. Well, not out loud. Because I don't do voices, and I always feel like I should do voices, but eh.
Your reputations precede you.
Now, I will say that I'll stay a little bit longer on the captions. Give people a chance to read them. Not all captions, because if I go talk to some, like the provisions guy or anything like that, and they just repeat themselves or say nonsense, I'll just skip it. Mostly. Or
Okay,
go faster.
I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your palico. This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
You should drop by later to see what they have.
Head armor. Hide. So now we get to see my hair.
Next is the smithy. It's this way.
I can't take the lift. Look, there's a lift right here.
Over here.
Man,
Over here.
I mean, it's just right up there where this chain leads. It's right up there. So it's not that far of a ride
You're with the
or a
Commission's
walk,
Fifth
but
Fleet, right? The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the first. That was a long time ago. Me? I'm not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world.
So this is your old world, and our old world, if you go there, it'd be your new world.
Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
Wow! Look at this place. Want to check it out?
No. I'll see it a lot, like he said.
It's toasty in here.
Want to get going?
The canteen? I am so there.
Over here. This here's our canteen.
Hey, over there! Hey, you! Aw. I knew you'd pull through.
Right. They're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
Now that you are all here, let us begin council. After tracking a migrating elder dragon across the sea, the Fifth Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
Oops.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking forward to it.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros, a huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time, altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the Fifth's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jagras problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick, and we'll go from there.
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now we're talking!
You two, make it a priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The Fifth's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Over here.
Yeah, and when I had recorded this previously with this character, I wasn't sure if I was gonna change to Sword and Shield or stick with what I've been using in my main mostly, which is the longsword. And I decided I'd go with the longsword at least to start.
We've
I
placed
might
some basic
play
gear for you in
around
that
with
equipment
the
box.
other
Make
weapons.
sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
And different weapons offer different combat experiences. Great swords hit with devastating force, while sword and shield allow for quick, mobile flurries. Heavy bowgun, while unwieldy, fires powerful blasts, and so on. Choose any one weapon and take to the field. You can visit the training area after equipping a weapon by speaking to the housekeeper in your room. There you can practice as much as you like. Armor's in 5 pieces. Each piece offers some defense and equipment skills. You can mix and match however you want. And that just says, use left trigger, right trigger to view your stats. See, right trigger. So, hunter's knife gives attack 112. But, see, they're all... Oh, the ranged weapons don't have sharpness. They just have ammo. But they're all yellow sharpness. But yeah, I'll just stick with the longsword. So the first longsword is called Iron Katana.
Want to get going?
Once you're ready, head to the canteen.
Oh, I
I'll be
shouldn't
there
have
waiting
skipped
with
all
a
that.
quest.
You can get more familiar with your weapons.
Basically,
in
it's
training
saying,
area. Just talk to the
hey,
housekeeper to get
welcome
started.
to your room. You share it with people. You can change your equipment, change whatever, as long, you're here. You can talk to the housekeeper if you want to go to the practice arena. You can change your palico equipment and whatnot next to your bed. It has its own little station. And it's just, I was used to talking to the housekeeper after the first time, where it just repeats the same stuff.
Handlers sort through the research commission's leads, and the ones they deem worth our attention become quests.
Hey!
Over here.
Yeah, I know. I just took the lift. But I'm just going to just go on this first quest, not bother with buying any provisions. Because the first time I went and bought some trap parts and this and that, and it turns out you're only hunting small jaguars.
Oh yeah. What are we waiting for? The new world awaits.
Quests involve objectives such as slaying monsters. Get started on a quest. First, you have to accept it. Assignments, those are the main missions to advance the story. There's optional quests. Does include favors for NPCs. Some will become available automatically after certain quote-unquote hidden requirements are met. Usually it's if you progress in the story this far. I know some are, if you've fully researched like 5 or 10 monsters, stuff like that. And then others, it's once you meet the requirements, an NPC gets an exclamation point and they're like, hey, I have a quest, and you have to go talk to them to get the quest. And then investigations are just special quests that you get from the resource center, which the investigations are typically the best ones to do when wanting materials and stuff and rewards, because you get all the rewards that you would in a normal assignment or an optional quest, but you also get bonus rewards. And depending on the investigation itself determines how many bonus materials and what quote-unquote rarity they are. So yeah. And it says they can only be taken a limited number of times. Basically, you'll get an investigation and it's like, hey, hunt this monster, and you can do that. Once you register that investigation, you can do that that hunt, say, like 6 different times. You can attempt it 6 times. Now, if you fail, well, that uses up an attempt because you still attempted it. But after those 6 hunts are over, that specific investigation disappears. So if you have an investigation for a great Jagras, well, you can do it 6 times, and like 3 times through, you'll unlock another investigation for a great Jagras. It's not, you can only hunt the great Jagras 6 times. It's, you can only complete that specific investigation 6 times. But if that doesn't make sense, well, you'll see later on. So I am going to go ahead and accept this. Because more tutorials come out in the future. I'll be ending an episode right before taking a quest, and then starting the episode with the quest accepted, and so yeah, because I plan to attempt to kind of keep the running around and side stuff to its own videos, and then a single like story hunt or story mission on its own video. So that way people can decide, hey, do I want to watch every little thing, or do I just want the main fights? Oh yeah. Yeah, hopefully you've been reading that while I was talking. And then I'm moving on. So and then we go to here. That boosts your skills, or stats, really, not your skills. Increases health and or stamina. Stamina gets increased just by the items. Health only gets increased if you're using a fresh item. And so, yeah. And then you get, depending on what type of food it is, you get other benefits and skills, and then that effect lasts. Well, it says meal effects end when you complete a quest, return from a quest or expedition, or you faint during a quest or expedition. Now, that is true for the health and stamina, but your Palico can get certain skills to help you, and those run out after 10 minutes. Because basically I've noticed, oh, such and such skill ran out, and hey, you can eat again. So, now, keep in mind, I could be completely wrong about that. It's just, in my experience, that's how it seems. So, I don't want you to think, oh, well, you know, he has all the answers, and 100% right. No. I'm rarely ever 100% right. Let's see. Usually the meat platter is what I go with because it... No, not meat platter. Chef's thing that's not showing up. But you could do a custom. Right now you can only do 2 ingredients. So see, you can see this will give me stamina plus 25, stamina plus 25, stamina plus 25. See, these are all meats, and each row has a different skill type. So in this top row, you use items from that, you have a chance of getting the opportunity to get one of these skills. I like the feline polisher when I don't have speed sharpening, because it makes sharpening your blade or your weapon faster. Feline rider I don't really use. I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down, because as using a longsword, you do spend some time up in the air without having to jump off of ledges and whatnot. And then feline sluggers, if you're using a hammer or something that does blunt force. And then if you use basically this next line or the next line, or basically it's the skill. See, here's the second line. You got acrobat, feet, moxie, and then the next line you have a chance of those, and a chance of those, and a chance of those, and we'll be seeing them. And then what is this? Yeah, attack up. Oops. So basically, if you do 2 meat, it increase the status effect. Increases your attack a small amount. Fish, I believe, is defense. Yeah. And then vegetables are element resist. And it's the same skill chance. So basically this top row on any item helps get the chance of those specific food skills. So each row on any item does one thing. Here, I'll show on this one. You can do a meat from here and then a meat from down here, and it'll still increase your attack. It's just you won't get that chance to get... See, that'll be feline polisher. So, but yeah, we'll go with the meat platter. You can see my Palico eats. The Palico's health increases with fresh ingredients like your health. So I think that's all the tutorials. No, I think when we get to the camp, they'll say, hey, here's how you do stuff.
Alright, this is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1, complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right? Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check the map. We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small monsters, remember? I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out? Rule number 2. Use the supply box. The Commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along. Ready to go.
So,
Oh yeah.
supply box is items shared between everybody. So if you have multiple people on the quest and you take everything, then nobody else gets anything. So if you're gonna play with other people, don't take everything.
Want to get going?
Because it's not nice. Ah, crap, I forgot to change my item bar. Put this capture net. Because then I can capture things.
Be careful.
Grab some herbs, auto-craft it into potions. I don't need my weapon right now.
Depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn. When you're
You
investigating or
blocked my
gathering
shot,
items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon
meanie.
sheathed.
Grab some herb.
You can gather honey and mix it with a potion to
Yeah,
make mega
I know.
potions.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
And then you can collect
Over here.
needleberry. I forget what it crafts into. Pierce shot. No, just it's used to make spread ammo. Now red pit, you don't
You can use that as slinger
get to
ammo.
keep it.
Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
Basically, you just select,
Over
put it
here.
on your little slinger thing, and then you aim and you can shoot it.
If you're clever, you can use the slinger to distract monsters. Over here!
A pack of Jagras. Those are the monsters we're after.
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own. They're on the run. Kill them, get away. Grab all the monster materials you can.
Arr.
You can use them at the smithy.
I only killed 2. Supposed to kill 3. Oh well. But see, here's another slinger ammo.
Over here!
If I pick it up, the red pit is gone. Well, I say gone. See, I just throw it on the ground. So if you accidentally pick up a slinger ammo and it's not the one you want, you can pick what was left. Now there's certain slinger ammos that you do keep. And there's a pile of bones right here that I want because I want bone armor. But there's some slinger ammo you get to keep. And if you have it equipped and you pick something else up. Are you trying to tell me to go up here? No. Okay. But if you pick something else up, it'll just unequip it. It won't throw it on the ground. So you still keep it.
Whoops.
Here's some flash flies. If you hit it,
Use whatever you
it
can.
makes a flash. Like that. Anybody seeing it, or any creature seeing it,
The long sword is a close-range weapon designed for cutting attacks. Gather your strength and
gets
increase its
flashed. Boom. And I realize now that I didn't explain.
power. The weapon is losing its sharpness. Create some distance, then use a whetstone.
Yeah.
Keep it together, okay?
But okay, I'll kill you.
Okay. Let's head home and report back to the old man.
Alright. Yeah, on a slay quest or hunt quest where you slay the monster, you'll get 60 seconds before returning to base. It's presumably so you can finish carving and have the chance to carve the materials. Where's the bone? Over here. And in my case, you collect a little bit more resources. Come on, ancient bone. Yeah, I think I need 2. Actually, I think I need a total of 3. Oh, I can grab that. In the future, I'll get plenty of Jagras hides and scales and whatnot. But for now, I kind of need them. I think. I forget. But here's the end of the reward. Get the quest reward. Get monster bones, armor spheres, which improve your armor by 1 point. I'll explain that later. Oh, I got an ancient bone for completing the reward, so I think I can make 2 pieces of bone armor with that. And then your palico can randomly gather things that you get at the end of a successful mission. Let's see, palico went up, so attack and defense increased. Now it's gonna check connection to the network and say, "Oh no, error! You can't connect." At least that's what it did last time. Yeah, failed to join. Yeah, it's basically it had worked fine when I started playing it, but then I forget which weekend it was, but there was an update to the game, and since then I've 80% of the time get some kind of error code about that when trying to connect to somebody's room or stuff like that.
Listen up.
Sure.
All right.
So
Now that you've got
get the
some
login,
materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do
and
with them?
you get 3 dunk pods, a lucky voucher, which I think is explained later. Then I get the commemorative gifts. It's for, they sold 5 million copies of the game since launch, and then they sold 6 million a little bit after that, and so the 5 million, you get 50 mega potions, which is good. You get 20 life powder, 10 demon powder, 10 hard shell powders. Now those powders is an item you use. The hard shell increases your defense, or gives a bonus to defense, something like that, and you use it, and because it's a powder, anybody else in your little area gets that benefit as well. So you can use it to buff your entire team if you're all at a monster attacking it. Life powder is the same. It heals you and anybody in your little area. So I've used that to save people that they got hit by a strong move and low health, but they're stunned and I can't get over there and whack them. So I'll throw the life powder up, and it'll heal them before they get knocked out. So the demon powder was attack bonus, and then herbal powder is removes poison and heals a little bit. So yeah. And the eggs, those are just items to sell for Zenny. But oh, there's an exclamation point.
And listen up. Now that's hunting. What this world needs is harmony.
So basically, you get ooh, Poogie. You can go to Poogie and press A. We'll start petting them. And when that exclamation point pops up, press B. Otherwise, he gets angry and knocks you down. I want to buy... Where is it? Some trap tools. I'll just buy 2 for now. Last time I bought binoculars, but I still haven't ever used them. So I don't think I will. Then I can go over here, manage my items. Don't need that many potions. Don't need the antidotes right now. Don't care about rations or raw meat. Don't need mega potions. And definitely don't need needleberry or any of this ammo, because I'm not using ranged. So go over here and organize it. See, max potion, you can use it as a healing item. Basically, if you're low on health, you take it and it pretty much instantly heals your health to max, and basically not your current max, it brings it up to the max amount of 150 health. So if you start a mission, see on the right side, my health is currently is 100 and stamina is 100. If I was to be in a mission and I take a max potion, it increases my health to 150. So a lot of people just use it before they go out because you're starting with 150, but it all depends on the situation. No.
I'll be here.
So yeah, basically this is saying you can collect evidence of monsters roaming around. You gather their tracks and you get research points. Collect enough of a specific monster and your research level of that monster goes up, but it doesn't go up automatically, which I think says in the next page. And so you can consult your monster field guide, view monster info, stuff like that. See, research level does not increase automatically. And you can also see your scout flies level. Yeah. So research levels. See, if I increase the research level of Great Chakras from level 0 to level 1, I'll get Monster Field Guide level 1, which tells me, I think it's weakness. Don't fully remember. Or no, sorry, that's my current level, Monster Field Guide level 1, which just shows, hey, you've seen this monster, its name is Great Chagras. That's about it. You get a Scout Fly bonus at the next level, but in the Scout Flies, level 0 you get no guidance. If you increase it to level 1, they'll go and say, when you find a track, it'll highlight, hey, here's a track. I'll do that normally, but you pick up that track and it's like, oh, well, here's another track over here, and so you'll be able to follow the path of the monster. Level 2 is guidance to monster's location, which means essentially when you start a mission or you get that first track, it's like, oh, we already know where the monster is right away, and it'll pop up on your map and you can go to it. Level 3, the destination and status shows on the map. So basically, if it's running away or just moving along, it's not hanging out in one spot, you can see, hey, this monster is going over here. This is where it's heading to, and if it has a status, like if it's tired or near death or whatever, it'll show up on the mini map. But yeah, let's see. So basically, that's a little bit different, but when you first meet monsters, they'll go into this book. So this is the research book, or monster guide level 1. Basically, I can see, hey, it's a Great Chagras. I've hunted 0, captured 0. Could see some of the characteristics, a little bit of useful information, and that's it. When you get the next level, you'll get another tab and you can see where its weak points are and what elements it's weak to. And then here you can see, hey, these are the local small monsters, and if you kill them and carve them, this specific one you'll get raw meat. This one you get a chance of a hide or a scale or a sharp claw. So that way, if you're looking for a specific item, you're like, okay, and you can go through and look. If you don't feel like, Googling it, like I do sometimes, but.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, this is for multiplayer. You don't have to go up there to play multiplayer. It's just you have to go up there to see the other players in this area. I mean, you can join anybody can go and post a quest on one of the boards, and it shows up all the boards. And basically, you can join any posted quest that's in your quote-unquote lobby. Because when you join an online session, this is essentially a hub. You join, I can't remember the max number of people. I want to say it's like 16 or something like that. But basically, there's 16 people in that one room. And so anybody in that one room posts a quest, and anybody else in that room can see what quest they posted and can decide if they want to join it or not. Now, you don't have to be in somebody else's lobby. You can create your own. You can create it to be private to where nobody can join, or only people that are invited or have a password can join. And then you can still do that and play multiplayer if and when you decide. Basically, there's the SOS flare, which you can use in a mission and other people can use in a mission. So you can search SOS flares, and it's not restricted to your one room or lobby or whatever you want to call it. So now, with that said, if you go to the Gathering Hub, there is a place to do arm wrestling and other stuff, and a lot of things are together, so you don't have to run from this side of the map to that side, and it's not that big of a map, in my opinion, so I'm not worried about it.
Greetings.
And here you get a little side story. This airship engineer, he makes airships. You know, who'd have guessed? He's explaining that all the people of the third, they were wanting to go across the ravine. Oh, I hit my mic. And so he converted their airship, and they were trucking along and got attacked, and now they've been stranded. Sorry, I saw somebody on my window walking back and forth. He feels partly responsible. I mean, yeah, they knew the dangers and they were a little bit reckless, but I wouldn't call them reckless. It's, hey, they wanted to do this, needed to do this, and understood the risks and felt they were acceptable. But, so, he's still working on trying to rescue him. Hey, Pookie. So, and then
My.
more Hunterly. Okay. Ready-made weapons and armor. So this, right now, the only armor they have is armor I already own, so no point. But you can buy any of the weapons. Now, like the dual blades, I have the match slicers in my inventory, noted by that little box. But basically, you start the game with the first level of every single weapon, so you can change your weapon at any time. You can try things out, see what works for you, what doesn't, etc. But I'll show the tree after this. But like this longsword, I have the katana, but I could buy this bone sword instead of spending uh, money and materials to craft it. I can just buy it with money. And the reason you want to do that,
There you are, Fiver.
after he does his thing, and what do you do? You go out in the field and bring materials to him. And he gives you a taste for free, just like a good drug dealer. I mean, you didn't hear that. So you can use monster materials or, you know, stuff you find. Forge and upgrade. And that's essentially the entire game, is you fight these monsters to get parts to create better gear so you're able to take on stronger monsters and craft parts. But right now he's giving you the tutorial of upgrading, you know, each armor. You use armor spheres. There's different levels of armor sphere. See, this basic one, armor sphere, increases the armor points by 1. So if I use 1, this headgear will go up a level and increase its defense from 2 to 4 and 4 to 6 and 6 to 8. It's usually by 2 every single time it upgrades. And then there's an advanced armor sphere, armor sphere plus. I forget which one is next, but basically this first level increases by 1, the next level increases by 5, and then I think the level after that is 10 or 20. I don't remember anymore. Huh. Oh well. We'll see it in the future. But yeah, I can forge new equipment. Most weapons you can't make with by forging them. You have to make a base weapon and then upgrade to the weapon you want. And the armor, you can craft any part you want, because they don't really have different parts. They don't upgrade into a different part. It's just their upgrade is just increase the defense. That's it, as far as I know. The equipment skills are extra skills. The way your end level of a skill is determined is it adds up the level of the skill level of each piece you have. So now the reason I was saying, see, if I go to longsword, I can use 200 zenny and a monster bone S to craft it, or I can go buy it from the armory for 300 zenny, I believe. But basically, here's the base. Now you can go look at the tree. So the iron katana I'm currently using, the next level I can upgrade is iron katana 2, and then I can upgrade to weapons I don't know the names of yet and what materials they cost. Now this is another quote-unquote base weapon. Yeah, it's further up in the tree, but that little hammer in the top left corner of its box means that you can craft this one directly. I want to say that it costs all the materials it would normally cost to get to that point from upgrading from the base, but I don't know for sure. So to me, it's more of a shortcut to get into that spot. But go to upgrade. You'll use materials and money. So you can purchase the base weapons or forge them, and if you want different types, then you just get more base weapons upgraded differently. And then upgraded weapons can be also downgraded. Materials used in the upgrade get returned to you. So select a weapon. Oh, you have a wish list. If you add an item to your wish list, you'll get a notification once you collect all the required materials, and it say, hey, required materials got finished, and you can go forge it once you're back at the forge. But on ones that see there's 3 different materials, if I put on a wish list, when I get that first material, I'll get a notification, hey, this many of the requirement is met. You know, this item you picked up went to this thing. So, see, I can spend 2 iron ore, increase the katana. A lot of this stuff is question marked. But say I upgrade to Iron Katana 2, and then I can't decide if I want to go this one or this one, but I have the materials for this one, I can go to this one, and then this question mark 2 malachite ore and 5 iron ore, if I get the materials for this, well then I can take this weapon, downgrade it to this, and I'll get these items, these materials back. So there are points, or there are specific areas where, or specific weapons that when you upgrade to them, you can't downgrade back below them. And you'll get a notice, and it'll say, hey, you can't downgrade once you upgrade to this, are you sure? So basically, if I wanted, does it show the elements? Yeah. So if I want a fire weapon, well then I'll need to do, right now I'll need to craft a bone sword, upgrade it, and then upgrade to this. Now if I have the fire sword and I decide I need a water sword, well, I could just craft or buy a new bone sword, go to here, then go down here to the water and whatnot. So it's, you can just focus on one specific element or non-element or whatever, but typically you'll have multiple weapons of different attack values, different sharpness values, different elements, because not one element is good against everything. So, and then you can forge equipment for your palico, but it uses science points, of which I have 0 right now because apparently I didn't grab any. So with that said, I'm going to craft some a bone helmet for the health boost. And I'll show the cutscene once. Basically, if you press start, or what I call the start button, is where the start button normally is, you'll skip that little cutscene. And you can use it at any point. Like the canteen when they were cooking, if you press the start that button, then it skips it. See, like that. So it's just something to keep in mind. But now I get health boost, which at level 1 increases my health by 15. So I'll have 115 health to start with. If I eat and it increases the health, it'll add on to that. The attack bonus gives me plus 3 attack. And then the rest, I'm going to craft these materials because they're better defense than what I currently have. And what I'm going for now is straight defense. It's basically my biggest concern and desire is increase my defense level. Don't really fully care about the skills like the health boost or attack boost. Now there will be times where if, like right here, they're both defense 6 and I rather the health boost than the scout fly range and I had the materials, I'll craft this one. If I didn't have the materials, I would have crafted this one. But go ahead, increase my katana, or do I want to just go straight bone? 297, which I'll get to 330. Can't. So 330, and I don't upgrade. So I could forge that. You know what? I'll do that. Forge weapon, longsword, the bone. Yes, equip it. Go back. Upgrade. And it's put at the end of my inventory. Upgrade it to that so I get more attack. And then I have a choice of if I want to do more power and get down to fire, or go to water, or go to electric. Thunder? Yeah, thunder. Increase these. Once they get to 2 points required to go to the next level, I'll just go to a different piece that requires 1. Because see, if I put 2, well, it brings it up to defense level 12 from 10, so that's 2 extra defense. But if I use those same 2 on this one, it increases this defense by 4. So it's just maximizing my defense increase for the least number of spheres. And then I'll get to a point where everything I have equipped costs 2 points to go to the next level. In which case I'll just spend the 2 points, which is right here. Oops. I have to confirm that selection. And I'm down to 100 centi. So that's why selling things are quite helpful. No, I want to talk to... Fine, I'll go elsewhere. Yeah, I'll go talk to the handler, because I think I'll just give a little bit more tutorial.
Hey there, partner.
Yeah, so basically you can talk to her to start a quest, or you can go to the board outside the smith.
The quest board too.
there's that board,
It lists
or
the same
this
quest
board
that I
at the
got, so don't worry about having to check
the start of the
places.
area. When you finish a mission, you'll start right next to that. And each place, like up here, the item box is right here. There's an item box over on the other side of the smithy from the quest board. See, there's the quest board, and then here's an item box. And it doesn't matter which item box you use, they all do the same thing. They all carry your stuff. So it's not like, oh, well, this item box has the 5 potions, and then that item box holds my other stuff. No, it's all connected. Yeah. So right now I'm looking pretty good on my element resist. I have defense 53, resistance against fire is 10. I think on the low rank armor, which is what I have, the max resist is 10. I don't know. It could just be that that number changes to a different color to indicate, hey, that's really good for this. But I don't know. Versus water is 6, versus thunder is 4, 0 against ice, and 4 against dragon. And the main thing I need right now for the first few missions is fire. So I'm good. Skills are attack boost, health boost, barbecue master, stealth, and scent hound. But I got Maggie whining at me because she needs to go out, and this episode has been quite long. So I somewhat meant to put that first mission separate, but I just went and completed it because it's so short. So, but yeah, starting next episode, I'll differentiate a little bit better, hopefully. But catch you there.